Once upon a time, in a colorful forest full of singing birds and tall trees, there was a little bunny named Benny. Benny loved to explore and was always curious about his surroundings. One sunny morning, while hopping near a sparkling stream, Benny saw something shimmering under a big old oak tree. As he got closer, Benny realized it was a beautiful golden key. "I wonder what this key opens," he thought to himself, picking it up with his tiny paws. Just then, he heard a soft voice. "Hello, Benny." "I see you have found my key," said a tiny fairy named Flora, who appeared from behind a flower. Flora was no ordinary fairy. She had sparkly wings and wore a dress made of petals. "This key opens the door to a magical land where you can learn amazing things and meet new friends," she explained. Excited, Benny asked if he could visit this magical land. Flora nodded and led Benny to a hidden door in the oak tree. When Benny turned the key and opened the door, he found himself in a land filled with twinkling stars, talking animals, and magical plants that glowed in different colors. Flora guided him to a big book that floated in the air. "This is the Book of Knowledge," Flora said. "It has wonderful stories and teaches important lessons. Would you like to read one?" Benny eagerly nodded. The book opened to a story about sharing. As Benny read, he learned how two friends, a squirrel and a bird, shared their food and helped each other during tough times. By the end of the story, Benny understood the importance of sharing and being kind. After the story, Flora took Benny to meet other animals in the magical land. There was a wise old owl who taught him about the stars, a friendly fox who showed him how to make a cozy nest, and a cheerful butterfly who explained the magic of colors. When it was time to leave, Flora gave Benny a small glowing stone. "This will remind you of the magical land and all the things you've learned," she said with a smile. Benny thanked her and promised to always remember the lessons about sharing, kindness, and curiosity. As Benny hopped back to his home, he felt happy and proud of all the new things he had learned. And every time he looked at the glowing stone, he remembered his wonderful adventure in the magical land and the importance of being a good friend and always staying curious. And so, Benny and his forest friends lived happily ever after, always exploring, learning, and sharing their knowledge with each other.